What's going on, guys? DLegend here. Today we are recording a PSA submission video. So this will be the submission for October 2025. We're doing a bulk TCG submission as usual, and some pretty high-end cards in this sub, as well as some just regular, not crazy cards, but a lot of really cool variety in this, so I hope you enjoy. We're going to start off with some Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, and we'll move into some of the other random TCGs, but yeah, to begin with, also, subscribe to the channel, obviously, if you haven't done so already. We're gonna be, we just hit 3K subscribers, which is absolutely huge. Thank you guys so much for watching up to this point and subscribing and all the support you guys have given. Really appreciate all you guys. So first and foremost, Buster Blader. This one is for my friend Taylor's friend. His name is Jesus. This one has a bit of like an indent there. It's just like warped / indented there, so it won't be doing super well at PSA. This will probably get a PSA 6 or a 5 maybe. The rest of the card looks pretty good, honestly, but it will not get a PSA 10 because of that, and so we are making sure we take note of that. This is the first time I've taken a look at this card specifically, but Buster Blader will we'll just appreciate the artwork because it is very nice, and the ulti texturing is amazing on this, of course. Next up, another beautiful ultimate rare. This one is Sun Skull. Also for Jesus. Jesus has graded one card with me before, I believe. It's a Weiss Schwartz card that he graded before. This Sun Skull has also a little tiny something going on down there, but the texturing is insane as well. Also a little bit of something going on right there with some scuffing, so just a heads up. And then some scratches on the back, as you can see here. This lighting is pretty harsh though, so you will be able to detect basically everything in all reality. This one might get like a PSA, I don't know if I can clean that off, I don't think so. No, it looks like a permanent scuff mark type situation. This one might get like a 7 at best because of the indents and stuff, and then just a touch of like whitening right there and some other edge wear issues, so. But yeah, I'm assuming he's happy with these because he probably knows what a mint card looks like versus non-mint. Next up, let's go into Taylor's cards. These are from just a bunch of variety of Pokemon. So this one is the 25th anniversary Chinese Mew from Celebrations. The Chinese version, of course, which is why it has the regular English back Pokemon. Slightly off-centered left to right. I think it's really clean otherwise though, so probably a PSA 9 because of the centering. Another Mew EX. This one is from Paldean Fates, Japanese version, which I literally cannot remember the name of right now. But yeah, this one's pretty well centered. It's also slightly off left to right. Actually, no, it's definitely slightly off left to right. I think it might get a 9 because of that. Very clean card otherwise. Another Mew EX from Paldean Fates. This is not Bubble Mew, unfortunately. Bubble Mew would be pretty crazy. This one looks pretty good. Just has a touch of like whitening right there on the top left corner, if you guys can even see that. Like literally right there. And then maybe a tiny touch right here as well. It doesn't look like it's dust. So this one might get a 9 just because of those reasons, but it's pretty nicely centered. Has a shot at a 10, I would say. Master Ball Glaceon, also off-centered left to right, so probably getting a 9 in all honesty. Japanese Zapdos from 151, beautiful card, love the texturing on it, gorgeous card. Well centered, ever so slightly left to right, but it should be within the parameters. And it's a Japanese card, I assume it's going to be very clean. We're not going to go over every single card in depth just because we don't have the time, nor do I have the phone storage for everything, but this is a Legendary Collection, Legendary Dex Blue Eyes White Dragon. I think he's just trying to get a copy of every single copy of Blue Eyes White Dragon from like the SDK art. There's so many copies of Blue Eyes, but this is the SDK art from Legendary Dex 2, I believe. Non-hollow, and it's slightly off-centered bottom to top, so probably going to get dinged for that, but it looks really clean otherwise. Pretty sure that's a 9, just due to centering. Duelist Pack Kaiba, super rare Blue Eyes White Dragon. This one looks awesome. Honestly, this is a really good alternative to the SDK because it is just a hollow Blue Eyes and it looks really good. This one looks really clean actually. Let's just take a quick look at this one because I think this is worth looking at. First Ed Duelist Pack Kaiba is not easy to find, in all honesty. If you guys know anything about the set, there are ultimate rares to be pulled. But yeah, that looks very, very nice. Some weird marks going on in the back there. Wow, that looks really weird actually in this lighting. Hopefully the PSA doesn't notice that, but I think they probably will, so maybe not a 10. But very nice card. Integrity of the card is very nice. It's just slightly got that weird stuff on the back there, so potentially a 9, maybe even an 8 because of that stuff, but who knows. It could also get a 10, and I would not even be surprised because PSA does not care about the back of Yu-Gi-Oh cards for some reason, compared to most TCGs. This is the Unlim version of Duelist Pack Kaiba. It does not look nearly as good, as you can tell. Like, the foiling looks so different. Like, literally, just rewind the video 30 seconds and you'll see. Also, there's scratches on this hollow, so it's definitely not gonna 10. Yeah, lots of scuffing on the back, too. The actual card is in good shape, though. There's no indents or anything like that, so maybe a PSA 8 if we're lucky. Would not be surprised if we got a 7, though. Next up, some big boys. Some big boys. Alright, we got a Blue Eyes White Dragon SDK art, but ultimate rare from OTS 28. Actually, I recently had an opportunity to buy a bunch of these OTS tournament, what are they called? Yeah, Tournament Pack 28, OTS Pack 28. But I kind of turned it down because I knew that the quality on these cards is just not great. Like, there's a lot of random corner issues, just the way that the cards were cut and stuff like that. This one looks pretty good on the back, actually. Just some light scuffing slash print lines on the back. And then maybe just a weird corner there, but can't really do much about that. Foiling looks pretty good. Obviously not quite as good as SM51, but very cool card. That was the North American print version, by the way. Next we have the European print version of this card, and it's actually in a hard sleeve, so I'm gonna have to swap that out for a penny sleeve here. Thankfully I have a plethora of penny sleeves available. Let's just take a look at the foiling difference. It does look slightly better embossing, like the embossing looks slightly better. And it's like a deeper texturing to it, if that makes sense, but the corners are absolutely murked. I don't know if we can do really too much about that. Don't want to like take the corner off completely, but they are murked because it is a Euro print cardstock card. And then there's heavy Alti stamps, so I'm going to make note of that, of course, just to say that Alti stamps are completely normal for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Really not a fan of these corners though. Gonna be extra careful while we slip this into a penny sleeve. There you go. German Blue Eyes White Dragon. And then next up we have this last card for Taylor. This is a Kaiba Man, or Legendary Kaiba Man, or whatever it's called, from Duad, Duelist Advance in Japanese. The Starlight Rares in Japan look so much better now, or not so much better. At least there's a distinction between the old Starlights and the new ones because there's that rainbow border. Discovered that with the Bramble Rose Dragon from the last sub that we did. And this one looks clean and very well centered, so probably a 10. Alright, that is for Taylor. We're gonna move on to cards for Disco Collects. So shout out to Disco yet again for trusting me with his cards. Got a big stack here. Not a huge stack actually. He's got a couple of these Mews actually. Let's just pull them out all at once. This is just the order he kind of left them in. So 1, 2, 3. These Mews are like $700 in PSA 10 right now, so I guess he picked out his best copies. and we're gonna see if any of them hit PSA 10 contention. Like there's some tiny specks of whitening on the bottom corners for most of these, and same with my copies, so I never even attempted to grade one. I ended up selling a few of them just raw for like $5 a pop or something like that. And I do not regret it because they will not 10. These, I don't know, hopefully one of them 10s, but they also have some really easily scratchable hollow foil. And so if you cut these as bulk in a bulk pile, you're probably not gonna get 10s on a lot of them. We'll see if we do for any of those. Next up we have Leroy Jenkins from, what is this from? I just know that in SpongeBob they say Leroy Jenkins a lot. World of Warcraft, okay. I've never seen any World of Warcraft trading card before. That's pretty cool. Cardstock looks pretty good. Maybe some whitening on the corners there, but I think this is literally stuff for his personal collection. Some whitening on every corner there. And then this one's not perfectly centered either. I guess neither of them are perfectly centered. They're both all like shifted down and to the right a little bit. So I'm not sure what grades those will get, but we move on. Psyduck, Misty Psyduck from Destined Rivals, really cool card. Destined Rivals is such a good set, in all honesty. It's one of the best modern sets in Scarlet Violet, I would say. Tiny little bit of whitening on the bottom corner there. Let's just take a quick peek at this one. Very nice foiling. Yeah, just a tiny little bit of something there. Nothing crazy though. Yeah, it looks good though. Also, by the way guys, anytime you see like whitening like on the edges here, it's literally not actually whitening. It's just the way that the light shines on the card. And if it's actually whitening, I will point it out. Just recovering from a bit of a cold here, so bear with me if I cough or have to clear my throat here and there. Next up we have this Psyduck. This is actually a really cool Psyduck. It's a promo from the most recent set, Mega Evolutions, and it's a Cosmo foil promo. I don't see a swirl on this copy, but oh, right there actually. The left border of the card. Yeah, very cool. It's based off of another piece of art actually, so it's really cool that they paid tribute to that. And yeah, I don't know. This might go for like $200-300 in PSA 10 in all honesty, so hopefully this 10s. And then lastly, he's got 2 copies of Zekrom from Celebrations that he is going to submit. This one looks slightly off-centered right to left. Hopefully not bad enough for a 9, but this one looks like a 10 worthy centering copy. Maybe slightly off top to bottom, but nothing too crazy. And then this era of Pokemon cards had really good print quality overall, so have no doubts that these will do well if they don't mind the centering too much. And that's for Disco. All right, moving on, we are going to my brother's cards. He actually has 3 cards to submit this time around. One of them is a Pokemon card. This is a Teal Mask Ogerpon EX. He pulled this from Prismatic Evolutions recently. If you guys haven't seen the hits only pack that we did on shorts, definitely check it out because that's where he pulled this. Yeah, very clean. And honestly, this batch of Prismatic Evolutions had way better quality control than the batch that where I pulled my God pack from the ETBs. So yeah, very cool to see. Next up, he's got a Japanese Dragon Ball card. This one is from the latest set. I can't even remember what it's called. It's from Fusion World, of course, but it's just a really cool looking artwork. I have no idea what this is all about, but I know it's a pretty expensive card. I want to say at one point it was like $1,200, like $1,200 US dollars. it might be maybe 700, 800 now because it's just dropped off a little bit. Centering is actually slightly off on the front. You can kind of tell by the borders, like right side is slimmer than the left, but it's not significant enough to be a PSA 9 in my opinion. And the rest of the card is super clean, so probably PSA 10 worthy card. He pulled that in Japan, by the way, when he went on a little solo trip, so that's really cool. Next up, he pulled this as well. So this is the manga rare. I think he double sleeved. A manga rare from the manga art box from Fusion World in English. This is one of the secret alt arts, so very cool to see that he pulled this himself as well. He's had a really good string of luck in terms of just opening packs and pulling some certain cards, so huge shout out to my brother for being able to just pull something crazy like that. I have to take it out of one of these sleeves eventually, but I'll deal with that later. Very cool, Son Goku. All right, we're moving into my cards now. I think I have 31 or 32 cards to submit for the time being. I might have a few more that I will add on to the end of this video. I might have 1 or 2 more submitters coming in the near future, but we're gonna start with Rescue Rabbit and Neymar. So these are the eFootball promos that came out very recently. Very happy to have grabbed a couple copies of each. Cardstock's immaculate, beautiful, beautiful card. Figured I'd have to grade these as a soccer fan, and I Rescue Rabbit with a soccer ball. Just looks awesome, so gonna have to grade it and just keep it in my PC. I know it's just a random card, but it's a really cool random card in my opinion. Neymar as well. Never thought I'd see Neymar on a Yu-Gi-Oh card, but here we are. I thought we'd see Griezmann, to be honest with you, because I thought Griezmann had more to do with Konami than anybody else in the soccer world, but I guess Neymar is a worthy cover athlete for eFootball / PES Pro Evolution Soccer before. Neymar looks weird as a token, and it looks like they're trying to be like magician-y for him, but he really reminds me, like his outfit reminds me of Black Luster Soldier with the gold and blue. Very cool card though. Very happy to have these. Very nicely centered, very good condition. Should be PSA 10s. Next up, we have a whole bunch of these amazing rares that I'm going to be grading because I really like amazing rares. And I've held on to these for a very long time, but like just look at how beautiful these are. Like, tell me that they're not really nice looking cards. And I feel like people are just starting to appreciate these, just as they always do. They probably toss these into bulk and think they're not good cards to grade. And realistically, they're probably not great cards to grade. Right now, they're only like anywhere between, in PSA 10, they're probably anywhere between $80 to $200. $200 being Rayquaza, of course. And actually, for once, I'm actually not a huge fan of the Rayquaza like embossing pattern. My favorite is probably Jirachi or the Celebi. I think the Celebi looks really, really good. And the Jirachi looks really good. Just the pattern looks just slightly off. Even the Zamazenta kind of reminds me, it just doesn't look as good in my opinion compared to the Zacian or the Jirachi. But really cool cards. I think that most of them have a chance at 10s. This one might get a 9 because it's centered slightly off top to bottom. But they are really, really clean cards from Sword and Shield era, so this one's really clean though. This one's well centered and everything. This one's for my boy Jay, Misprint Squid. He sent 1 copy to me just because I wanted a PSA 10 probably a year ago at this point. And I think he was selling them for like $3 or $4 back then each. He had like a bunch of them, and now they are $200 PSA 10s. So my bad, Jay, but thank you for this card. I appreciate you. I'm gonna keep it in my personal collection if it gets a 10 for sure, because I have a 9 right now. We have a Reshiram from Shining Fates. So also, these 3 cards are from Shining Fates. I got 2 copies of Kyogre that I thought would be easy PSA 10s, so I figured I'd submit both and then sell one eventually. But I think they're all well centered enough to be PSA 10s. And just to give you an idea of condition and everything like that, let's just take a quick look at maybe 1 or 2 cards. But yeah, look at that texturing. It looks amazing. I really like amazing rares, and I really wish they did continue them, but they decided to stop printing them right after Shining Fates, unfortunately. But it's a really cool like subset of card in my humble opinion. Just like the Radiance, just like everything else, but I really like the colors on Amazing Rares. So yeah, quite a few copies of Amazing Rares here. That was just one copy of that. Let's just take a look at maybe the second copy of Rayquaza as well, just to go over it really quick. Give you guys an idea of what we're talking about in terms of conditions. Like very, very clean, nothing wrong with it. Nicely centered and everything too on this copy. Hoping it gets a PSA 10. I do want one of each in PSA 10. I have, what do I have right now? I have, I think I might have a Tarachi already actually in PSA 10, but I definitely have a Raikou in PSA 10. I have two copies actually, I gave one to my brother. And whatever else, so. Next up we have a Blastoise EX from, I want to say this is Evolutions? No, it's not, it's base set. XY base set, which is very, very old at this point in time. This card came out in 2014, so it's over 10 years old. It's 11 years old at this point. And I think this is like a $300 PSA 10, which is kind of crazy because it's not even like a secret rare from the set or anything like that. It's just base set, base card, Mega Blastoise EX. But it's starting to start going up in price because it's, I guess it's old and people start liking old things eventually. Same with this Mega Sharpedo EX. I was looking at prices on this thing. PSA 10s are going for like $700. It's insane. This one's a promo, I believe, from a collection box or a tin. I can't remember, but it's a Black Star promo. This one is off-centered, right to left. Sorry, I mean left to right. What the heck am I doing? I'm dyslexic right now, apparently. But this border is slightly thicker than this border, but it's really hard to tell because these cards in general, they make it hard to tell. But very clean card. I actually just pulled this out of my binder. And I thought, you know what? Why not grade it? Even PSA 9s are going for like $190, $180. So I figured it was worth grading, even though it is not my favorite card or favorite artwork or favorite Pokemon whatsoever. Definitely worth grading. Has a shot at a 10, I would say. Might get a 9, and even a 9 is fine. Next up, we have a whole bunch of cards from Celebrations. We are going to be grading a lot of these because Celebrations is popping off right now. And I know that by the time these cards get back in like 4 or 5 months from now, they might not be quite the same, but they might even go up because the next 30th anniversary set is going to be coming out next year. And by the time these come back early next year, the hype might just be building up even more, or they might just tank. And even if they just tank, I think they're really nice cards to just own in general. Even if they're like 50, I don't think they'll drop down below $50 each, and that would easily cover the grading fee in PSA 10. So realistically, I think these are all like $200 PSA 10s. So hopefully we get 10s on everything. Just a little something on the Mew there. Just a spot of whitening. Hopefully it's not bad enough to give it a 9. Because it's really well centered and everything else is so great about this card, so. I've seen worse get 10s. We'll leave our pile there because we have a lot of these to go through. And then I'm gonna have to stick them into top loaders. I mean, card savers eventually too, so. Got a Reshiram and a Zekrom, very cool. These are cards that I've literally just had in my binder or in a storage box for a very long time. Obviously I sleeve these ones up because they're from the classic collection. But the Mews that I showed you earlier, not this Mew, but the base Mews that Disco has, I had a whole bunch of those just in a random ETB box just for storage. The Reshiram might get a 9 because of the centering, but realistically, I'm hoping for a 10 of both of these consecutively. They look really good together. And of course, with Black Bolt and White Flare coming out recently, these cards are starting to pop off too. I think they're $150, $200 PSA 10s as well, so very cool, very cool. Really check that one, oops. And we got a few more Celebrations cards. Even this Rocket Zapdos, I think it's like $100 in PSA 10 right now. But it might just go up because it's literally just a reprint of a really cool set from back in the day. And it just, anytime you see a PSA 10 contender these days, I think it's worthy of subbing, in my humble opinion. And I did pick out quite a few of my classic collection cards to grade for that reason, including these birthday Pikachus. You guys think that these were just bulk back then, right? Like there were maybe $5, $10 cards at one point in time. These are going crazy now. These are literally like $200 PSA 10s easily. $180, $200 PSA 10s. So I figured I would grade every copy I had if they were well centered and in good condition. And so that's why we have not one, not two, but 3 copies of this birthday Pikachu. And again, we'll just quick glances at all of them. But yeah, very clean. Maybe just a tiny spot of whitening in there, but again, should get 10. 10 doesn't mean perfect. Black Label 10 means perfect, I would say, or closer to perfect. I've seen some slightly off-centered Black Label 10s. Speaking of Black Label 10s, keep an eye out on my channel for some updates on my BGS submission, because it's been a while, but I'm excited to share some news with you guys in the next little while. Alright, RCSV. Alt art from Brilliant Stars. I think this is the best card in Brilliant Stars, in my humble opinion. I genuinely think it is gorgeous. And Arceus doesn't get a crazy amount of love, but this is one of his best artworks in my humble opinion. This one's very nicely centered. I picked this up raw, and we're going to be grading it. Looks really good to me. Hopefully PSA 10. I have a copy in PSA 10, but would not mind getting another copy in a PSA 10 so I can have one to sell. This Lugia V is also going crazy. Like, I know it's like decent artwork. I don't think it's amazing, personally. I think it's a decent artwork, don't get me wrong. But this card in PSA 10 is going for $200 right now, so I figured I would have to grade it. I know 9s are still like maybe 30 bucks, so it just covers the grading cost really. But I think it's worth a chance at grading to try to get the 10. I keep finding the wrong card. Okay, here we go. Rayquaza from the Crown Zenith Sea and Sky Premium Collection. I think I have 2 copies of this because I opened 2 of them. This one has a swirl, so I figured I would grade this copy. Pretty well centered. Maybe slightly off top to bottom, but realistically nothing too crazy. And really clean back. Just a touch of something down there on the bottom left corner. So I'm hoping for a 10 on this one. We shall see, we shall see. Alright, just a few more cards. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. If you guys are all the way here, let me know in the comments below what your favorite card is thus far in the submission. This is an Eevee from the Prismatic Evolutions ETB. Very clean card. Just nothing to write home about, but it's a clean enough card, very well centered. I think it has a shot at a 10, so I think that they're $115, $120 in PSA 10 right now. Hopefully they go up a bit more by the time I get it back, and then I will probably just sell it because I don't really have any affinity for that specific card. It's a cool looking card, don't get me wrong, but I would rather have the Pokemon Center version, of course. This is a Glaceon V, or EX, that I pulled from Prismatic Evolutions when I was in Japan. Got a 9.5 at BGS because of centering and surface, apparently, but I think it's easily PSA 10 quality. And I'm actually just about to finish off my set of evolutions from Terastal Festival. Look at that texturing, it looks amazing. Like truly immaculate texturing and just embossed artwork. I think it looks amazing. And yeah, very, very clean card. Pack fresh, sent to BGS, and now to PSA for my personal collection. Next up, we got a couple of these Pikachus from 151. These were really, really, really cheap for a hot minute, and now they are starting to climb in price in terms of PSA value for PSA 10s. These are like $130 $1,500, $120 in PSA 10 now, so I think it's time to grade these because they're really clean and should get the 10s. So yeah, just hoping for some 10s because these would be easy flips. I would probably keep one copy and then sell the other. And lastly, but not least, this is a Cynthia's Garchomp that my brother pulled for me from a box that he bought in Korea when he was in Korea. Literally from like a Toys R Us, basically. I think it was actually Toys R Us, but yeah, very nicely centered Cynthia's Garchomp. SAR. Texturing looks really good too. And no whitening or anything like that, so realistically PSA 10. Cool card, I'll probably keep it for the memories. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Short but long PSA submission video. We will see you all next time. Subscribe to the channel for more content. And let me know your favorite card in submission, like I said. Leave a like too. Peace. Alright, very quickly, also adding this card to the submission. It's an Ethan's Typhlosion from the Destined Rivals Builds in Battle Box theme deck. Just picked this up locally from an actual sealed deck. Opened it, took a look at it, looks pretty good to me. Figured I'd send it in because I love Typhlosion. And I don't think I'm gonna get the staff promo anytime soon, so hopefully this gets a PSA 10. I think it's pretty well centered and everything like that, so I don't really have any real concerns about it. But yeah, I wish there was a swirl like right in the mouth or something like that for Typhlosion, but this is a really cool card regardless. Alright, just adding that. Alright guys, we have 2 more cards to show off real quick for the end of this video. We picked up this Origin Form Dialga at a card show called Frank & Sons Collectibles Show. Got this pretty darn clean. Traded in my Hidden Fates Birds promo from the ETB. It was the Birds promo that I had was super off-centered. This one kind of looks off-centered right now. Top to bottom, just in this specific, from this angle, but I feel like it's good enough for a 10, so I figured I'd try it out. This is a pretty clean card. So, yeah, figured I'd try this out. I'm gonna sub this alongside the RCS that I have. I'm missing the Palkia, Origin Form Palkia. And then this Piplup we just pulled from actually I don't know if I'm gonna sub that because of that line. Maybe not. Yeah, there's like a weird roller stamp line throughout the card. So maybe not this card, but this was a really good looking card. Probably the best hit we had out of our Infernal Flame, whatever the heck it's called, whatever that Japanese version of Phantasm Flames is called. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I didn't even see that until just now. So this is why you guys want to review your cards before you submit them to PSA. And this probably wouldn't do super well at PSA, so I'm not going to submit that, but we will submit the Dialga and hope for a 10. Unfortunate with Piplup, but that's okay. This is like, we didn't not pull the Charizard, we didn't pull anything good out of it, so this is a binder card, and that's cool with me. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Peace!